The Aghanims that he got, like 21 minutes. Was that the?
I think it was the game I was casting with Lysander.
Okay.
They actually
he had a
lost
couple
the game.
good games yesterday.
They lost the game, but he played a crazy Witch Doctor. Like he was just running into 5 heroes, getting kills, and I don't know what he was doing. He was doing some crazy shit.
Yeah. Okay. Well, here we've got a fun cosmetic that we need to make mention of. This is the Kitty Cat Dro, if I'm not mistaken, isn't it? The one that everybody hates. Yeah. Paws of the Shadow Cat. Look at this. This is like Alpine Ursa levels of Reddit hatred right here.
I love it.
And I think this is hot. She is a cutie patootie. Look at those armored leg pieces. Look at those. Oh, yeah, that's great.
I don't know about the hair color. I think
yeah, it's an interesting color, but she's got a very very nice looking face in this portrait. I have to admit, you're just channeling her inner Mirana. So, VP.Polar, they'll be on the Radiant side here. DK Phobos, he's going to be playing on the Axe. Oh, look at this. LD Christmas text. Merry Christmas, buddy. Have a good one.
Aw,
Merry Christmas to you, LD.
LD.
He is at home with his family right now, roasting some chestnuts.
I mean, speaking of cutie patooties, look at LD go, man.
Oh,
the Christmas cheer to the BTS house at 7 in the morning.
That's
Moses weren't enough. The LD tweet is... I'm entering happy mode.
We're good. Near death kills. That's an interesting. They've gotten really creative with these inscribed gems. What is a near death kill on? I don't know what the hell that is.
I guess it's when you're low. If you're below a certain HP and you get a kill, is my guess.
Oh, you're low, and okay, so it's like he ducks him at the last second. Okay, that's kind of neat. I like that.
It's like you're less than under HP and you get a kill.
And these what's with all these cosmetics? Look at these brunets. She looks like a big old bug. Steel web. I'm not even gonna try. Wow,
isn't Brood meant to look like a bug?
Yeah, but this is. I mean, look at it. She's got that's pretty neat. She looks like a housefly. So Phobos, he'll go safe lane on Axe. They'll do a dual lane against Dendy in the mid. It'll be Dazzle, played by Lil Hardy, getting aggressive with the poison, breaks through the refraction, and well, not letting Dendy get too close to that creep wave. They've already got a sentry ward down, right smack dab in the middle of the lane. And Illidan, he'll be playing the Dro, getting the bulk of the farm here. FNG, he'll be on the Venge up in the top, and he'll be supporting Mag on the off-lane puck. So a 2-2-1 coming out of our Radiant side. It will be Dendy that I think will certainly struggle the most if they don't switch these lanes.
Yeah. Right, for NaVi, they're going to be running Voss on the safe lane, Gyrocopter, Go Black on the Sand King, Vengskor playing the support lane. Mid lane will be Dendy, who you just mentioned on the TA, and in the off lane, we're going to see the Brood Mama played by Funnick against the Axe.
It is not a fun life for Funnick out there. He's already had to chew through his salve and only has one last hit to his name. Meanwhile, Phobos is getting up close and personal with those creeps. 7-2. It's just not a fun matchup. What does a Brood Mother do in this kind of a scenario? Are you just kind of sitting back and leeching? What's your strategy when you're up against a solo Axe?
You can go for the more passive heavy build, and that's what he's done so far. I think you go back for the Spiderlings. You need Spiderlings because that's where your farm acceleration comes from, but like early points, get the passive, mess with the Axe's last hitting, and just try to be as pesky as possible, I think. But you're going to get somewhat out farm. You just have to make sure you don't feed away too many Spiderlings to a Brood.
Oh, potential first blood. There it is. Mag tries to phase shift orb out, but can't get the jaunt. And that tends to happen when you get isolated against a Gyrocopter. We'll see Voss again putting some points in that homing missile, giving a lot of love to this ability. He did it yesterday. It worked for him then, and well, they didn't win, but it worked for him in the lane. And Rocket Barrage, well, dropped the hammer. Mid lane again. Dendy just can't catch a break. I feel like he's still CSing pretty well, given it's a 2-on-1. He's 7-1 to the 11-4 of the Dro.
Yeah. Dendy's just like he's versed so many dual lanes in his time.
Yeah.
Like that used to be a thing. Like when you're versing NaVi, you just wanted to shut down Dendy, so teams would be like, "Let's send Tudor mid." He's just
well practiced hand. Okay. Well, it's important for that TA to get a bit of farm. I wonder if this is a Midas game for Dendy.
I
would say probably not.
Gyro and Brood, there's just too much greed going around, and I think Brood's kind of a hero that's going to go Midas, so you don't want to have too many Midas purchases.
I don't think Voss to go Midas. He doesn't tend to on the Gyrocopter. He likes Midas on other carries, but this is one he usually likes to go more of a phase drum BKB kind of a style and get a lot more active early on relative to like his Life Stealer or something, for example. But DK Phobos still having a good old time down here. Brood has found a couple of CS when Phobos left the lane, and he'll probably stay fairly quiet till a Blink Dagger comes his way. Already picked up his Tranquils.
Yeah. Funnick's going very heavy on that. He's gone 2 web, 2 passive, so
Okay.
I've seen Broods go like one passive and then go back for the spawn Spiderlings. I think he still should go back for the Spiderlings just because eventually you may not be up against an axe. You want to send the Spiderlings into the Radiant jungle to farm.
Right. You can do some cheeky stuff with them, plus the scouting potential is certainly useful.
It's such a good spell. I think skipping it altogether and going like a ulti with max passive, max web is just not really justifying the hero pick. But
yeah, I would agree.
It's always tough against something like an axe. You don't want to feed Spiderlings, and you also just want to do as much as you can to win the lane 1v1. But you've got to think about the mid game and how you can have an impact as well.
Yeah. Well, probably Power Tread will be coming out. I'm also curious how he'll build. I've seen sort of a variety of Broodmother builds, and I'm thinking back, like, what did Ice do at the Summit mostly? I remember seeing a lot of Necro books. Orchid is kind of an old classic.
Midas Necro book, I believe, was the main
standard. Yeah. That's kind of what I remember. We'll see a little breakout here for the top rune, but Advanced Score comes out victorious, secures a regen for his pal Dendi. Compliments of the Nightmare.
Looks for now Funnick's just going to gain some fast treads.
Yeah.
Maybe sees like a... he looks to want to go more battle build, which would be like a Treads Yasha. Like a BKB or something. It's...
Yeah.
Not sure exactly. Mag doing some cheeky anxious and a neat little spot that he's found. This is the Medusa level 1 ancient tactic, but
this is interesting. So yeah, since he can hop into the tree line here, the golems can't do anything, and
with the ward you can just easily.
I guess if you get thunder lizards, are you not able to do this so easily?
Nope, you can still do.
They don't have a long enough attack range.
Yeah, I think it's either they don't have a long enough attack range, or for whatever reason the pathing they just try run around. So they're a bit derpy.
The ancients are definitely derpy. That is. Oh, and you can stack it too. Like now he's got some Drakes to have fun with. Yeah. Well, this is cool. My question, though, is this actually efficient? I mean, Puck not really known for his last hitting abilities here. The Dro Aura helps, I guess. Gives him a little bit of extra zing. He will hand over the off lane, just kind of sacrifices it
Funnick
here.
at bottom is gone in with the ult, but he's actually not life-stealing that much. Doing very little damage to a Berserker's Cold Axe.
Yeah, I was...
Sort of harass him at... Oh, he's going to harass him
is he
right
going to
out
go
of
for a kill here? Yeah, once he gets off the web, no way to really do it. But still, finally asserting his dominance a little bit. Still getting bested in last hits by a huge margin, 28-15.
And Phobos has Sprinkles and a Salve, so he was fine with that exchange.
Yeah.
Funnick has actually... He's got a very low cooldown on the Insatiable Hunger, so he can use it quite liberally. And it looks like his plan is just to kind of spam it to get push Axe out of the lane as much as he can, but he's not having that much fun, regardless.
Yeah, fun is definitely not on the docket for him. Dendi still, I was going to say holding steady mid, but it's actually turned into a full-on disaster here. Dendi's sitting 13-3 against a 35-18 Dro Ranger. That is quite the disparity, and this Dazzle has been babysitting the Dro the entire time. FNG rotating over, and they could potentially make a go at Dendi's life. The Dazzle has gone for the more aggressive build, 2 points in Poison Touch at level 4, and that DOT damage does add up a fair bit.
Yeah.
200 physical.
Not sure if Dendi saw the Indies picked up, but he's got double refraction. Well, not anymore. He's going to wear off the first refraction. May just want to pop it. He keeps popping refraction early, so if he gets ganked, he has the refraction up, and then it comes off cooldown. He can maybe get a second refraction off.
The sign of a experienced TA, preemptive refractioning.
Even now, he's just sitting on his own glyph, not even last hitting, and he's popping refraction.
Yeah.
Bottom lane again. Funnick going in with the ultimate.
FNG's
Phobos is manning up. He's got a Venge coming to support him. Central Ward as well. Funnick, he's wary of the rotation.
Yeah, smart play from Funnick. He sees the rotation, and I think he saw that sentry get plopped down. So, pretty large amount of web here for him to go and stay outside of sentry range. Top tier 1 tower does get taken out. Puck ends up getting the denial as Havosa starting to shove into it. Havost indeed will not be going for a Midas. It does not appear. Phase boots, and right now just a band of elven skin. So maybe a fast Yasha for Havost. We saw that again yesterday, going prioritizing move speed items. Same thing with Dendi. He was all about, I think he went like phase Yasha blink. Does that sound right?
On his TA,
Very mobile.
And I think that build works even better. He was against a Storm Spirit yesterday, which can just jump and negate the movement speed, but this time around, no kind of good jumpers. There will be a Puck blink eventually, but this is offlane Puck. Probably not going to see it come that early.
Yeah. Well, Phobos going for the tanky pickup here. Could have rushed the blink, but opts for a Vanguard. And meanwhile, FNG and Dendi fighting over the bottom rune. Will be a bounty that Dendi bottles up, and will continue to press forward. Gets the veg back as far as he can. And, now meanwhile in the jungle, Phobos finds some mud golems, and Funnick running out of web, but still asserting his dominance here as he uses yet another insatiable hunger.
Phobos with Vanguard too. I mean, you're finally starting to do an okay job of zoning him out. He goes for a big boost. You're still doing okay, and then he gets the full Vanguard, and you're just like, crap, what can I do now? The damage block, the extra HP, the HP regen.
Yeah.
Phobos is just going to crush this thing.
And here we go. FNG comes in. I don't think Funnick saw that ward come down.
That is a central ward. That looks so much like an observer.
Yeah, now Funnick going to walk right by it here. Magic missile, Berserker's call. Phobos with the dunk. It's a dead brute. Easy as pie. Well played by Phobos, adding some more farm to the old wallet there. Going for this Vanguard, it makes me think that Phobos' job is just going to be like, all right, your job is to keep the brood down. You are a fly swatter. Maybe you can push the tower. Just sit down there and farm. We don't need you. Don't worry about the blink.
He's going to have blink incredibly fast at the same time, though. That's the great. I completely agree, but you look at his farm, he's like, wait, he's got 1100 gold. He actually has there. Most of his blink. He's going to have like a 13, 14-minute blink. And he's not going to get zoned out by a Brood unless Navi rotates supports, which they may do. Because guess what? The guy we haven't been talking about, Go Black in the jungle, Sand King is level 7, has a Blink Dagger as well.
Yeah, totally forgot about that guy. He's been very quiet. But, capitalizing on the efficiency here, he'll just continue farming. He even skilled the ultimate. So there is some kill potential. Let's take a look at the graph, see overall who's getting more of this laning phase. It's been pretty quiet in terms of kills. About 1,000 gold, 1,200 net worth in favor of Navi. I guess that will happen when you have basically a dedicated jungler in that same game.
Yeah, a very efficient jungler at that as well. So Go Black's picked up his smoke now, and I think this is going to be gank number 1 for him. He just even killing supports at this point to give Dendi a bit of space is well worth it. He's up top is unfortunately going to make it a bit hard. He
smokes, and they see it though. There's a ward right. This is Radiant Vision. They saw Dendi get smoked and then revealed. So not a very sneaky way to go about it, and we'll see if it's still going to be successful. I don't think Go Black realizes they have a ward on the high ground here. It's a fresh one. We'll see. This will be tough to pull off, though. Maybe they can make a go at the bottom rune. No, FNG already hasted up on the bench. No skirmish.
Yep. Max is going back to base now, probably just because he's kind of mana depleted. Maybe get pucked the lane a bit to... Well, there's no spiralings to deal with. It's a full passive web build.
That's already a victory, forcing the Brood into this. Like, even if you leave her in lane, where it gets scary is when you have an army of spiders and you just truck through a tower. But without that, I feel like Brood is, as you pointed out before, just really kind of benevolent, just
this year
walking
is not
around.
Going to carry. You can't even farm very efficiently because of this build.
Yeah.
Not a big fan of this. I've seen some Broods go for like summon the passive and back the spawn spiralings I mentioned. But yeah, this is... Funnick needs to do some work soon. Even though he's going for a carry build, this hero is not a big late game threat. You've got to try and fight in the mid game. Yeah.
Well, the big breadwinner so far is one Havost. He is here in safe lane, just farming it up, running in circles. 5,700 net worth, and a speak of the devil gets hit by a Hadouken. Out comes the Dream Coil. FNG's here. Defensive Nightmare helps out. Mayday turned into a double. Rockets flying from the sky here. FNG will end up going down. Mag, I think he's going to be okay. Has an orb up in about 2 seconds. Van score, not enough mana for Nightmare. And, yep, that'll be the end of it. A 1-for-1 trade, but an obvious advantage there for VP.Polar where you take out the carry. Oh, it's going to be a 1-for-2. Mag not going to be able to make it out. Go Black's there with the Burrow Strike, and it's a double.
Yeah, Mag definitely had many ways he could have lived there, I think, but...
That was not one.
Sometimes you make the wrong call. He could have just orbed over the... I think orbing over the cliff would have been much safer. Orbed into the trees. I guess there's a Blink Sand King with a Burrow Strike, so he can chase you into the trees.
Still, but coming down like this way to kind of rendezvous with your mid, I think would have been a much safer play for sure. Phobos getting harassed to get down bottom as Funnick insatiates his hunger.
He kind of pushes Phobos back, so Phobos has to wait for it. Like, he can't just be in the lane on a 3rd HP. He has to heal up, but...
Yeah.
I mean, he heals so quickly with Tranquils and Vanguard.
Does he, though? I don't know if the Tranquils have really ever been activated here, as he's constantly just running around smacking blows with Funnick and creeps. Goes for a taunt. I think that was just barely... Oh, no, wow, these Sentry Wards, look at this range. Was definitely in range. They want to kill this Brood once more. Keep Funnick down. He's starting to get a little momentum. Nice power treads, 1,300 gold. That's something. Go Black now making a rotation. Has an epicenter, gets scouted by the Howl. FNG will throw out a missile. A little love tap. Get out of my jungle, Scorpion. Go Black will be repelled.
Yeah. Phobos, 1,900 gold. Blink coming very, very soon.
Yeah, this is a fun game to be an Axe.
Oh, yeah. I guess it'd be more fun if they were spiraling to freeze.
Well,
it's the
can't have
best
everything.
thing.
Yeah. It's just too much. LC is also just unreal against the Brood. It's so easy to farm with overwhelming odds.
So NaVi, what's the plan here? They got Vengscore doing some aggressive warding. I think they want to do this kind of 15-minute NaVi aggression where they try group up a lot, dive for some kills, get some deep wards, and try to take some tier 1 towers off of that. But Funnick not really in a good position to contribute much. Dendi can, I think, even with his minimal items, just being a level 10 TA, you're pretty...
Yeah.
And you've got the kind of...
He's recovering. I mean, they stacked some Ancients for him, so it's not all bad for Dendi, but Funnick, it could be all bad for him. Insatiable Hunger used. Now Mag coming down. He's got some dust. FNG will probably still live. Dream Coil, one more poke from the Spider gets him. The dunk's not there in time, and it's a 1-for-1. Brood gets the kill before he dies. Well played by Funnick.
Yeah. Making the most out of the lane. Like, an offlaner for a support sounds bad for a NaVi, but considering that position, I think Funnick's going to be more than happy that he even got a kill.
Yeah, some really good experience there, and still 1,500 gold sitting in the bank. And we'll see what item round he ends up looking for. Dendi going power treads Yasha this game. Picks up a casual bracer. I think he'll leave it there. Maybe thinking about the drums. It's still not particularly scary yet.
Yeah, I think NaVi are going to wait for the Voss BKB and then kind of 5-man a bit is probably the plan. So for the rest of the heroes, it's like farm as much as you can while we wait for a Voss BKB. Like, Dendi's going to try to finish his Yasha. Funnick's just picked up an Ogre Club, so he's going to just be going straight BKB.
Well, that's handy.
VP.Polar don't have the best answers to BKBs in the short term. Long term, they've got a lot of physical damage. They've got the Wave of Terror, the Drow damage. They've got the Axe Berserker's Call.
Puck Ags if they need it. I mean, I think that's a very legitimate item course that we see Pucks go against heavy BKB lineups. And they've got Avenge also. So the idea of swapping out a BKB target in that 4-second stun is certainly a possibility. Dendi will get defensively nightmared here. Phobos takes it off, and they will sound the retreat. A weave is ticking. I'm a little surprised they didn't try to press a little harder for that, but there was support inbound. Go Black probably could have got a decent epicenter, so they'll make the safe play. Back it on up. Now NaVi, rendezvous for a smoke. FNG almost walking into the danger zone. Gets a ward down and will make it out just in the nick of time to not get caught by the death patrol here.
Maybe Dazzle that they're going to run into, and Lil make it up a Grave on here. Got the time. Grave TP not to be cancelled.
There you go.
Hoping to find
Phobos on his way in. Vanscore will TP out. Disjoint on the Magic Missile. The Mag's here with the Dream Coil. Go Black will break the tether. And this well could be the end of it. No Burrow Strike. Not enough mana. Oh my gosh, he does have enough mana. Using those stick charges. Okay. Not going to be enough, however. DK Phobos comes in with the dunk. Turns him into a blood splatter. And, Virtus.Pro Polar. Get a little bit of extra gold on Phobos and more momentum.
space for Funnick to right-click creeps. He's no threat to the tower. End of the day, with your VP.Polar, you can just worry about this later rather than having to go directly to the Brute's lane to stop a Spiderling push.
Yeah. This more passive style from NaVi is actually working for him here, though. They've gotten a good bit of farm out of the jungle, and they're holding on to this 2,000 golden experience lead, which I feel is fairly impressive, given it's tied up in hero kills, and two of their lanes were notably rough. Here we'll see initiation onto FNG. Go Black blinks over the tree line, interrupts the TP, and this will be an easy pick on the Venge that was left behind.
Yep. Okay. They'll just take whatever little pickoffs they can. Like you say, their actual farm and their overall net worth is better than VP.Polar's. They've essentially got 4 farming heroes to VP.Polar's 3. And the Puck is in Struggle Town too. Mag is one of those kind of offlaners who just never really seems to be... He always seems to be playing catch-up mode, I feel. He's kind of creates space for the rest of his team, but never gets that much farm himself. And we're kind of seeing it here. We'll have a Blink Dagger soon, though.
Yeah, a 17-minute Blink for an offlane Puck is not that bad. Certainly not great, but he'll still have a presence. He's gotten decent experience, level 9. Working on that coil. Phonic. And he almost gets jumped on. Phobos just kind of blinking randomly. Now we'll see initiation onto Lil. Phonic diving the tower here and actually will get weaved. In comes Mag. He's got a dust. Phonic in trouble. Silenced and brought down once more. Lil getting some vengeance as he stands his ground. And that'll make it 5-5 as Phonic gets a bit too aggressive.
Yeah, he was not expecting level 4 Poison Touch.
Yes.
That's slow and stun was just brutal for him. That was, yeah, not something he was expecting at all. He's like, okay, I'm just going to poke at him, force TPs, and then run away quickly, but the Poison Touch level 4 has some serious disable on it.
I'm actually really glad to see Lil doing this build. It seems recently we've seen a lot of Dazzle, but it's been all about the defensive. The Shallow Grave, Shadow Wave is where it's been like almost every game, and Poison Touch it can be legit, I guess I should say. It's not an every game build, but the damage on it is pretty fierce. 320 physical at level 7, 7-second cooldown. It's definitely can set up kills.
Alright, so NaVi, it's even on kills, they still have this Drow to worry about, but I guess from their point of view, it's like Drow's free farming, so's our Gyro. I think Drow has the slight edge as far as the carry war goes this game, because of just the support that's going to be provided from the Axe, as well as the Venge to amplify that damage, and also just the easy roach taking capabilities. But NaVi on the dire side, and NaVi maybe with some potential teamfight edge with the Sand King with his Blink Epicenter, as well as having a Bane with it. A Bane, if you can farm like a BKB or something, would be great, but that's a long ways off.
Yeah, certainly. Oh, homing missile using the mid on to Illidan. Another hero that's been pretty quiet this game. I haven't really talked about Illidan all too much. He's got a smoked posse behind him here trying to bait it out with the Dro. He is level 11 with a Yasha and Morbid Mask. So marksmanship really helping buff up that damage here as he moves into the tower. Drums now picked up on the T. A lot of Yashas this game. We got 3 Yashas out already. Nice farming tool there. We'll see what Virtus.Pro Polar can do with this gank attempt. Smoked up on the high ground. NaVi seem a little nervous about it with all the heroes missing. They will just hand over the tier 1 tower mid to the Dro. And they could get caught here at the Ancients.
So Illidan 4k gold.
Uh-oh, Dendy gets caught out. Fiend's Grip there for Phobos, but Dendy's still taunted and in some trouble. Coil on 3. Now Hibos will use the BKB, but that might not be enough to keep him safe. Vanscore and Mag going at it. Swap onto Hibos. BKB still with a few seconds left, but they're not done there. It's the dunk. There's that blood splatter we've come to love and enjoy. Meanwhile, off to the side, Vanscore isolated by Mag, brought down a 3-0 as NaVi trying to pick up the pieces.
Yeah, and they're like, they basically wanted to fight around the Gyro BKB, but it turns out they're still even not that strong. You've got 5 heroes, 4 of which have this Drow Precision Aura doing a ton of right-click damage. You've got Phobos to keep people in place with the Berserker's Call, Swap to go through the BKB, Call to go through the BKB, and now they're just walking to Roshan too, and great map control right now for VP.Polar. So the Ward in the High Ground Ancients, Ward in the Secret Shop area, they see everything. And Illidan, 5k gold, is going to suddenly buy something pretty damn scary. I don't know.
Going to right-click a butterfly here? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I don't think he needs a BKB. He's going to go BKB
and
be safe. The Sand King Epicenter is annoying, but it's whatever. I guess Gyropop doesn't do that much right-click damage yet.
Yeah, I would have thought he'd go like a Manta Mask of Madness route, but Funix still going the passive, the wet noodle build is what I would call this. BKB with no spiderlings. That's about as passive as Broodmother gets.
This is a game-losing build.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, but
I mean, he got the tier 1 tower down here during that last fight, and obviously not a worthy exchange, but at least made some kind of a positive out of it.
He's got level 1 spiderlings. Watch out.
Oh, spiders are
2 spiders on the go.
Spiders are on the field, boys. Oh,
see if
gosh.
VP.Polar can deal with this, though.
Well, now VP.Polar have taken the momentum in terms of the graphs. About a 700 gold lead, 2100 experience. Not too bad, given how much they were down. NaVi not out of it by any means, but a few more fights like that, and they're going to find themselves in the downtown of Strug City. Drum of Endurance on Dendy as he pulls up more gold. VP.Polar will rotate to knock down a tower top, and they have to make a decision here. Do they want to defend mid or just go for a tower trade?
Looks like Mag and Lil are walking there, so yeah, someone will TP. That's going to be the Axe. Spotted by the traps, so
yeah, not too scary. They'll leave a few up top. FNG and Illidan will get the tower, so again, a good trade for Virtus.Pro Polar. NaVi now want to try to commit to something. Phobos will get stunned by the homing missile. Dendy coming in. We will be there to help him out. Go Black getting in pretty big trouble off to the side here. Phobos just comes in, cuts his head off. The Dream Coil and rotation from Puck was enough to bring him low, and now NaVi in full retreat mode. Tower still standing as they hand over yet another kill.
Yeah. And with BKB Drow with an Aegis, you just take any tower 5-man all you want. Unless NaVi can really apply legit pressure on the side lanes to force, kind of like they just did. They pressured mid to stop the push top. Now they're trying to pressure bottom with Funnick, and force these rotations, which is working okay.
Now Phobos, he'll get rotated upon. Funnick comes in. Who's rotating on who here? Phobos stands his ground. Funnick's out of mana, now gets dusted. Will joins the party. That's a level 4 poison touch. Are you ready for the dunks? Because it's going to happen. Down he goes. The spider gets swatted again. 5 to 10, 22 minutes in, Virtus.Pro Polar with the momentum, and there is no sign of it letting up here, Parker.
It's the season of giving from Phobos. You want to dunk? You never dunk. You want to dunk? I'll give you a dunk too. Like, just spreading the wealth right now. Well,
could I have some more, sir? Could I have another? Oh my gosh. Oh, Vanscore now, magic missile, gust, and a couple of auto attacks, and he's dead. Illidan, he's also got some momentum. Oh my god.
He's dead?
Look how much damage Illidan does right now. Puts on his BKB, Dendi goes down. They get a counter kill on the Venge, but I'd hardly say that's worth it. Nice epicenter on the BKB Dro. Illidan still just standing his ground, giving it to Go Black. Dazzle's here, he's got a grave ready. They're not even going to need it. Habos trying to run. Mag and Hopper Suit jaunts to the orb. Another poison touch comes out, and it's a full 5-man wipe as NaVi get cleaned up on this Christmas morning.
And Illidan still has Aegis. He's just like, I'll just keep fighting. I got Aegis. BKB or Epicenter. Like, that, I don't know. That TT was not the right play. I think NaVi, they knew VP.Polar was split up. Like, they knew they just committed 2-3 heroes to the bottom lane to kill the brute. So they're like, okay, mid lane's maybe our best bet at a fight, but Illidan with an Aegis BKB, they just have nothing for him.
Yeah, and now what's going to stop the momentum here? They're pushing up to the high ground,
I think
buybacks.
G-Call might stop the momentum.
Yeah, I mean,
that'll
Gyro's down
stop
for 20
VP.Polar
seconds.
right in their tracks.
It's enough time with the Venge Aura. Look how much damage they do. I had another one of those moments where I was like, does this Dro have a double damage rune? She was hitting for plus like 150 with all the auras. Venge is not even here, so... Oh, gosh. BKB picked up on Funnick. Watch out. Match Community's here. Big burrow strike from Go Black as they try to catch a few on the retreat. Phobos looking to go aggressive, but caught in a nightmare. NaVi can't even get aggressive inside their own base. Funnick out on the backside. I don't know what that was about, but BKBs gets killed. Now Habos BKB on. He's going to man up here. Flat cannon actually doing a lot of damage. Virtus.Pro Polar getting cleaned up. A double kill for Habos, but there's the dunk. They finally get the Aegis. NaVi maybe reclaiming some momentum here. They will get the kill on Phobos and maybe the second on Illidan. He's on the run, a gust back. He's going to turn and fight. He wants to get aggressive here. Now Vanscore dies. Mag getting a little bit gully himself. Has to phase shift and blink to the high ground. Go Black walks into Illidan, hits him with a burrow strike. Another meld will do it. And they clean up the Dro. It's a bloodbath here outside of the Dire base, but at the end of the day, NaVi still lose their ranged barracks, and, well, I guess they did get a pretty big net worth trade out of that. Is the rubber band real, Parker?
It's definitely not real yet. There's a lot of just piled up money over in the VP.Polar side. They were pushing without completing a lot of their big items. Like Axe has an Aghanim Scepter completed, just sitting on the Courier, Dual Scepter for the Puck. Dro Ranger has another 2k gold, so I mean, from that point of view, this VP.Polar, they were fighting probably on about even net worth when realistically they have like an 8k net worth lead right now. So they were just fighting without their actual items which they purchased.
Yeah, that's true.
It's definitely going to help NaVi a lot. If they can get a BKB for Dendi, get these next couple of items. Havos, he needs some damage badly, which is where he's picked up the Javelin for his MKB. But they've still got a long way to go.
Yes, most certainly. And we've talked about the Axe having a lot of momentum and not really having a counter for it, but this Dro is almost more scary. I mean, the amount of momentum that Illidan has now with a full Manta and BKB, another 2,200 gold just hanging out, picks up the Helm of the Dominator. Between the two of them, I mean, Virtus.Pro Polar can kind of have their way with NaVi. Speaking of having their way with somebody, Phobos getting solo epicenter here, actually kind of mans up on it a bit. We'll go ahead and use his Crimson Guard. The Berserker's call. Vanscore coming down, but gets silenced. Phobo may actually live through this. Burrow strikes there. Coil on 3. Phobos, one dunk. BKB used. The Sand King gets taken out. And Funnick on the run will be able to live. But Phobos, you tanky mother. He's got an Ag Scepter, by the way. So he's throwing out even more dunks.
And the Crimson Guard, Ag Scepter, just too much survivability there. That to me is the nail in the coffin there. NaVi committed 3-4 heroes to that one, and we're just like, we got to kill Phobos. This is I guess they already ended his streak, but it's still a big kill. He's level 16. He's the highest level on the VP.Polar side. It was a kill they were really banking on getting, and they lose 2. They get nothing out of it. They just increase VP.Polar's lead.
Yep. Tier 2 tower going to go down as a result of it. And I still don't really know why NaVi are prioritizing BKBs here. They've got one on all of their cores now. And this is, frankly, not a good BKB game. Axe is great against Magic Immunity, Dro quite good. Even Dazzle, he's got some physical. I mean, they have so many tools to deal with this, even without an Aghanims on the puck. It seems like an odd item to have on your 3 big heroes that need to be making the plays right now.
Yeah, I fully agree. I think at least 1 or 2 of them need to go big DPS, and like maybe the TA could have gone for a Desolator instead. I think the Brood BKB is okay because Sonic was so far behind, but yeah, TA Gyrocopter needed something more offensive. I think Havosh is like, I'll get BKB and we'll fight, and then I'll suddenly have an MKB in no time at all because we'll win those fights. But
that has worked for him in the past, and it's just not the game for it. That's scary to do when you're basically giving an Axe free farm against a Brood like that, where he has full run of the lane. Because Axe is a snowball hero. I mean, just look at the way the dunk works. It's all about the chain kills. So
he's going to have a Halberd soon. This is actually a crazy good item in this game with the evasion. There will be an MKB on Havost, I guess, but
still, there's a lot of other damage sources that he's going to be evading with that. And yeah, Halberd against the BKBs.
And he can force. Well, he can force the BKB if they have to BKB for an Axe Halberd.
That's true.
You're going to save that BKB for
fair point,
like,
sir.
Puck, silence, and just other shit. So.
All right, Phobos, let's see what you can do here. Virtus.Pro Polar gearing up for a fight. They'll use a defensive lead to get things started. A little extra armor on your Axe. Homing missile will get taken out straight away. There is a melee barracks here. Glyph cooling down in just a couple seconds. NaVi might be able to make a hold after all. Go Black does have his level 2 ultimate. Almost in silence.
What's the Go Black plan here?
Oh, here we go. Get caught by Phobos. He reveals his position. The first dunk. Oh my, not the way you want to start off a team fight in your base. Phobos caught inside of the base, but who's really caught here? A big swap out keeps Phobos alive from the Fiend's grip. Funnick will find the kill on the FNG as he plays Sacrificial Lamb, but Illidan, the big bad Drow Ranger's here, and she is bringing the arrows. Funnick in the front lines. They're actually doing a lot of damage. Illidan gets graved. Will keep him alive for now. Does he have a heal? Yes, he does. Virtus.Pro Polar will be repelled, but they've still taken a victory in this fight. Dendi actually leaves the base. Weave taking his armor low, and now Dendi gets destroyed. NaVi could be on their last leg as Havost and VanScore trying to keep them repelled out of the base.
Havost fought back 2 for this.
Oh no, now VanScore goes down. Havost, is this going to be a dieback? No BKB for 25 seconds. Will going up to the high ground. Will, how strong are you? Now Mag coming on in. He's low on cooldowns, but it's Phobos with the dunk. Another set of cooldowns will fly through, but it frankly does not matter. The dieback on Havost will almost be that nail in the coffin. Go Black channeling up the epicenter, but will it matter? I say nay. Gets the kill on Axe. A nice bit of shutdown gold there. Mag will sound the retreat as he isolates Funnick. Will low on mana, still gets off a grave, has a TP. Is there an interrupt? There sure is. Burrow Strike gets another kill on the Dazzle, but hey, look who's back at the party. It's Illidan with a silence. BKB from the Brood, but it's simply not enough. Swap back from the bench on to Go Black. Now the Sand King takes yet another tumble. Bane, the lone survivor, and well, I don't think he has the defensive capabilities. His buddy Go Black will buy back, but still an uphill battle here.
Yeah, they're making VP really work to get this racked, but they will get it in the end.
Yeah, VanScore also going to get picked off once more. Go Black, could it be a dieback? Dendi's back on the field, BKB on, even Bane will buy back now, turning into a costly hold if you can even call it that. Illidan on the run, BKB boys. Trap will slow him down, but TA now stuck inside of the Yules. FNG coming back in onto Go Black. Coil on 2 from Mag, gets yet another one. As the Sand King dies, Fiend's grip onto FNG. Any interrupt this time around? Mag pretty low on resources, and old FNG will finally bite the bullet. Mag going to try to jaunt to the high ground here. He'll be successful, but can he actually make a successful retreat?
He's got Yules. He may need a self-Yules. Oh, he's got a phase shift. He's got
I think he's good. Very elusive. Oh my.
Mag playing some sick Dota with some of these puck plays here, and he's just doing so much damage thanks to the Drow. Drow, as long as you stay alive, Mag keeps fighting with all that plus bonus damage. 76 bonus damage to everyone right now with this Eagle Song just picked up.
Oh my god.
That is insane. Everyone just gets a free relic. Not just the Axe given, it's the Drow Ranger. Giving it to all. Plus damage for everyone here on Christmas Day.
And then Avenge is nearby. Hey, you know, the 36% on top of that. Not a bad little return there. Evans Halberd picked up on the Axe, and Puck has indeed gone for the Aghanim Scepter. I love this build from Mag. We talked about the heavy BKB priority from NaVi, and with Avenge in particular, you can swap through BKB, get those big stuns. What is it? Literally 4.5 seconds on a broken coil now with this Aghanim. Phobos, oh, he goes into the Roche Pit. Taunt onto 3, gets a dunk onto the gyrocopter straight away. What a fight for Virtus.Pro Polar in the Roche pit. BKB's used by Dendy and Funnick. Dendy on the run, Funnick hiding in his webs, trying to figure out any way he can possibly help his TA, but all he can do is turn tail and run. The Bane gets taken out by Mag in a 1v1 duel, and the TA brought down by Phobos. Now Roche will be claimed by Virtus.Pro Polar, and NaVi get demoralized once more.
Funnick with the Aegis snatch.
Oh, wow. I was looking at the recap.
Probably going to be a double death for him.
So that's a cute play, though. Yeah, he's dunk.
The double dunk.
Did you get the last hit on Roche, too? Nope, just the snatch.
Just ran on in.
It's cool. I like that.
At this point, yeah. I think NaVi going for Roche in there, it's one of those plays you just kind of have to take a huge risk. I'm watching this, I'm like, this is not going to work, but you've got to do this. Like, for whatever reason, somehow you get the Aegis and have that for your next high ground defense, fantastic, but
yeah.
It's all over for NaVi.
Now they just move into the base. Bottom lane of Barracks going down. No glyph for the Dire. Buyback situation looking pretty dismal. Dendy actually does have one. And he might need to burn it as just, why not? And, never mind. Dendy's going to TC, so not going to be able to buy back quite yet. But, well, might be an anticlimactic ending here. But what an action-packed game to get our Christmas cast started.
Yeah, VP.Polar. They had a bit of a slow start. NaVi were kind of out-farming them, but I think that's just kind of the nature of that jungle sanking. And Go Black got a few ganks here or there, but just didn't have the impact I feel he needed. Compared to someone like Mag, who didn't have a very fast start, but once he got his item, got his Blink Dagger up, he was just wreaking havoc everywhere on the map. Yeah, that's actually a good comparative to look at. The puck has certainly had the impact 9, 2, and 16. Yeah. And Goldblack did have a really well-timed blink, which is the other kind of peculiar part. I think he picked it up at like the 8-minute mark, and some of it was just bad luck with that first smoke attempt that was a failure because he was scouted out by the ward. So that was just, can't really plan on that. Well, Dendy's back, and NaVi maybe one last hurrah here. They've still got another game today, so this will be their 5th loss. It's not guaranteed they would not be knocked out, but it's pretty cool. I don't think they're facing their own hands with a loss here. As far as
that is the way to put it. It will come down to other matches. Based on so many other teams having 4 losses right now, it seems fairly likely that there will be an extended tie for like 3rd, 4th place, tied to like 5th and 6th with 4 losses. Yeah. So if that's the case, NaVi will be knocked out of the running. Still have
this puts VP.Polar, Secret, and Hellraisers all done with their matches, 4 losses,
11 and 4,
and then you've got Legends who are like 10 and 2. So unless Legends lose all their 3 remaining matches, there's a fair chance they'll end 11 and 4. I think they actually have a default win in there against Artstyle's team. So I think they have that. They basically have that 11th win. So I think NaVi are effectively knocked out with a loss here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure how things will go down. So.
I think that's right. Dire Courier, he's going to get picked off too. Mag, you cheeky devil. That's a little ward right here.
So I think was going to be the MKB for the boss.
Not really that buy it. He actually doesn't have enough money for it. So yeah, that was a preemptive Courier movement. He'll have just enough gold for it now, and he'll have to do it the old-fashioned way. Yeah. So Dro goes for a full butterfly with her hard-made earnings. Hard worker here. Cat Dro that she is. MKB is picked up by Havos, so good timing on that. We'll have something at least to try and deal with the evasion of the Dro Ranger. But look at her damage right now. Plus 240. She sits for 500 with marksmanship and all the auras.
That's insane. Well, I just need a Vlad's on there as well.
Yeah,
just go overkill.
Ooh, Go Black here. He's hiding in the tree line. Let's take a look at the Dire Vision.
They're close to level 16 too, but...
All right, here we go. Mag hops in. Dire didn't have great vision here. Van Score and Havos could go down first. Go Black with actually a big epi. Goes in onto FNG. It's just simply not enough damage. Bobo's just cleaning up around the backside. A series of dunks. A triple kill picked up already. Dendy goes down. And, well, Funnick, the lone survivor, not going to live for long. It's a full 5-0 exchange as Virtus.Pro Polar finally forced NaVi into a tap-out 35 minutes in.
And just walked them around. That was too easy for VP.Polar, felt like. They just had a game plan, executed it, not banning the Dro Ranger in that second ban stage. Looking at how this game panned out just seems criminal. Like, you have that vent puck opening, any other team would be banning Dro Ranger there. I don't know why NaVi didn't. They must have thought the Brood pick was going to work out, but this Brood was unimpressive, to say the least.
That is a very, very kind way to put it, good sir. That's for sure. So, fun game. We talked about the implications here. Puts Virtus.Pro Polar in a very good